Oh my gosh. Like, can you sit, like, can my smile get any better, friend?
No, I don't think I can either though.
Oh man, we're like on here and I was like, how are we going to do this? What's the angle that we want to take? And we were talking about it. We were strategizing. We both want to honor our old company. We don't want anything negative because we both have so much in our life that we are thankful for because of our old company and where we met. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, 100%. Yes.
So with that said, we're going to focus on moving forward. And we've had a very similar path. You've been a team leader. You've been an old coach, and sometimes how long were you that in that?
Was I a coach?
Well, an old coach.
Old coach, almost 3 years.
Oh man, so we have a very similar path, except you've been a mega recruiter over the years, and you have just switched your license over to eXp, baby.
Yes. Both myself and my husband. Yes.
Oh gosh. Julie, like and when I left the company, not everybody continued to be friends with me, and you, my friend, were always there, and it wasn't like you never. Sometimes you expressed displeasure with my actions because honestly, there was times where I acted like a wounded animal in the corner. But what I love was consistently over the last 5 years, we've stayed in touch.
Yes.
We stayed in conversation, stayed in relationship. And I never once like put you in a head as much as I wanted to. Like I was just there, and so welcome.
Thank you.
So why eXp? Like, tell me more. Like I got so many questions, and
okay.
Josh Rogers, if you're watching this, we might pour over into your coaching call because, like, go ahead. I'm going to shut up.
Okay, so well, as you know, I've questioned eXp for years with you. Like, okay, Hank, give me the goods, give me the real stuff, because I have a lot of friends who are at eXp, and much love to them. However, you were a coach to me first, and you've always played it real and straight with me, which I've always appreciated. And when you've called me on my stuff when I needed to be called on my stuff, thank you. Held that mirror up. And so we knew that we wanted to become a real estate team again. We do work best when we're as a team, as a husband and wife team. And the reason we chose eXp is, honestly, COVID was the big thing. Like, everybody's working from home now. I wasn't sure I'd be able to work from home. Today, we're rearranging this office and hanging up pictures, this and that. And I figured if I'm going to be at home in a world of COVID and I'm going to be with an online company, essentially, I might as well go to the company that has it right and has been doing it right from the get-go.
And
here we are.
The reason I'm excited because and we go back to the Zig Ziglar quote, be it, do it, and have it. And I know like who you are as a human being. I mean, we've been through class together. I remember when we were launching together, we had some pretty fierce conversations. Yes. Am I remembering those right? Because yes, I don't know that I was your biggest fan the first time that we met. Yes. Fair or unfair?
Very fair, and it was mutual.
What's that?
It was mutual.
Well, but at the end of the day, what I loved was we ended up having a great working relationship where we might have started off with some friction, yet we had a common goal, and we were able to cross that finish line. And I could be wrong, yet you ended up being one of my most favorite people that I got to work with over all those years, because even though we had a little bit of friction, we ultimately at the end of the day wanted the same thing.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
And that's why I'm super excited, because you also served our country. Yes. How long were you in the military?
5 years, an odd number.
Well, and I just remember, I'm like, she is just feisty. And like, if I don't watch it, she's going to whoop my butt. and so when we're looking at this, Julie, obviously this was a big decision because we both have had our lives completely changed by a former company. So this isn't about KW is not this or that. It's about you felt that eXp was a good fit for you moving forward. And so tell us a little bit, like if somebody wanted to talk to you about why you made the decision or if they're interested. Now you're also going to honor some obligations that you have. So you're not going to cross any lines. Like I had a 1-year non-compete, and I mean, I completely honored it. And made sure that I respected that, which you're going to do the same.
Correct.
Fair?
Yes. Yeah.
So do us a favor. If you are in a position, Julie's going to stay above the line and make sure that she honors any commitments that she has. So if she doesn't respond, that's probably why. Is that fair?
That's very fair.
And so what else do we want to talk about? Like I could go in a million different directions here. Hopefully you can just see I'm cheesing. So Julie, one of two things are going to happen. So can I make a prediction? 1 year from now, we're going to have our Facebook memory, and you are set up to exceed in this model. Like everything that you've done to this point would allow you to knock it out of the park in this model. I believe that if you choose to, like real estate sales, do you have the number that you're looking to focus on? Is there a number around there?
It's so funny. I always start with 36. I just start with 36.
I love it. So you're going to have done 36 deals. And I think the perfect combination is 24 listings, 12 of which are buyers. So you have 24 clients. It's the best net you'll ever have as a real estate agent.
Right.
We've got to talk rev share because everything's kind of happened fast. And literally, I've just been going at the pace that you are, meeting you where you're at. So we're going to talk about if you have goals around rev share. Have you given any thought around that?
No, to be quite honest with you, no.
Do you want to have to?
For me, it was like, if I'm going to have to learn new technology, I'm going to learn the technology that works. End of story.
Julie, like I'm like a little kid. I'm trying not to get too excited. Could I give you some goals?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, the first pillar post has helped 20 people join the company because it's like taking a listing. So you've got skill set, you got time on task, experimentation. So when you help 12 people join the company, it's kind of like taking 12 listings and you know the good from the bad or the ugly. And I've had some people come and they're like, Hank, this really isn't my jam. And then I will love you as much on the way out as I did on the way in. That's just who I am. Right. We know once we help you go take 12 listings, which is 12 agents coming on board, you'll know if you found your new home. And so if we go to that pillar post and we go help 12 agents join the company, then what we can do is we can look at that pillar post and say, okay, now we got the real estate going. We got the attraction going. So let's go pursue some more. And we could start looking at a math equation because right now you don't even know what you don't know. You're at a conscious incompetence.
Full on.
Full on. So Julie, I don't even know if you know this. If you'd like to take this up on me, because I don't do it to like go recruit people to me in my line or recruit people away from other people. Now you and I, if you're up for it, we'll have a weekly one-on-one call where we're going to help you find your game plan. I'm not just going to say, hey, Julie, you need to stick in this system and here's how you got to do it. If you're up for it, I'll coach you one-on-one every single week until you feel 100% confident you have your game plan. You have the skill set, you have the time on task and experimentation so that we can help you get your victories, which then gives you confidence. So you got to see my one-on-one schedule because you can't get one-on-one coaching with me now. I mean, I don't trade dollars for hours. I'm here to help you get what you want.
Okay.
Are you up for
that? I'm game. Yes.
Oh, all right. So when we get off this live, we're going to find your time slot where we can help you find the thing. So I'm going to make some predictions. I believe that this is going to be 10 times harder than you think.
Of course.
Emotionally, in about 90 days, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what did I do? This was a stupid thing that I've ever done. 90 days is probably going to be in 120 days. That's normal that you're going to have to freak out because the third of the people are going to be like, Julie, go get them. We're so excited for you. And even though we're going to miss you, we're excited that you're going for it. I know it's got to be scary. We got your back. And then there's going to be a third of the people going, what is she doing? Like, I hope she's going to be okay because we really love you, Julie, but we're not sure about this. Then there's going to be a third of people that go, I can't believe you would leave us. You suck. We hate you. And I remember going through that going, oh my gosh, what did I just do? And my father-in-law said this. He goes, Hank, take a chill pill. He goes, if a third of the people hate what you're doing, a third of the people love what you're doing, a third of the people are indifferent, you're doing something right. So exactly. Julie, know the next 12 months are going to be an emotional roller coaster, and I will be there with you.
That's awesome.
12 months from now, here's what I believe. You will have figured out the formula for real estate sales, because it's one thing to go and teach it. Now you get to be put on the spot. Hey, she can teach it. Now can she do it? So you're going to have pressure on you.
Yes. Yes.
And what's that saying? Pressure builds diamonds.
Oh yeah. Should I say it?
Yeah, I love the gold laws. In fact,
pressure, no diamonds. Yep. I love Diana.
There's nothing new under the sun or the stars. I always like to honor who helped us, and Diana Kokoska, for one, has helped me probably more than top 5 people in my whole life. And even though we aren't necessarily in relationship anymore, I'll be forever grateful for all that she poured into me. And I don't necessarily love how we ended up separating ways. And you know what? That's adulting. Sometimes it happens. It doesn't have me any less grateful for the impact that she's had on my life.
Right.
And so 12 months from now, I believe that you'll have figured out your success code for what you want your revenue share opportunity to look like. You'll have figured out what the stock in this company. We just hit $80 today. Like the day that Julie joins, we hit $80. Coincidence? I don't think so.
We shall see.
Now here's my prediction. And this will be a very, I use a different word. This is going to be a very aggressive prediction. We're just crossed 40,000 agents in the company. I believe that we are on track, if we haven't already, to cross 100,000 agents in the next 12 to 18 months. And that's just nationally. I believe in 18 to 36 months, we're going to cross 100,000 agents internationally.
Wow.
And I'm not giving stock advice here. I do believe that our stock, if our agent count doubles, what would be a good prediction if with our stock price, do you think it could double? I mean, I don't know. I just do common sense math. If we're at $80 a day, we had another 60,000 agents. I believe that we could be up over $150, $160 in the stock. And so 1 year from today, here's what we get to do, Julie. We get to see if Hank was on crack, if he was full of it, or if Hank was pretty good with his predictions.
I'm excited. I'm totally excited. I can't wait.
I'm excited too. So Julie, here's what we're going to do is we're going to go off the broadcast. Then you and I need to figure out the time. And if anybody wants to reach out to you, should they Facebook message you? Should they text you? What should they do?
If people know me, they already know how to get a hold of me. So either one is fine.
And reach out to her, know that Christmas is coming. And Julie's like, how do we announce this? There's no right way, because some people are either they're gonna be happy for you, some people are just gonna be ticked off at you. But at the end of the day, if you love Julie the way that I do, you're gonna be happy for her. You might disagree with what she's doing, yet there's many times I agree to disagree with people and I still wish them well, because there's no right path. And so what Julie's doing, it's scary. It truly isn't it. And if Julie's ever helped you in her life, don't be mean to her right now. Like, be nice, encourage her. Because Julie, do we all need encouragement?
Yes, we do.
Like, so even if you don't agree, know that what's done is done and she's come over. So if you truly are a friend, wish her well, time will tell, and just encourage her.
That would be awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. So I'm going to end the broadcast. Oh gosh. I'm like,